Hey everybody, this is a cold email strategy. I am coining the Batman and Robin cold email strategy, how to hit all aspects of your target market and potentially save Gotham City in the process. This is really simple, but I think it's really effective. We've just started implementing it for all of our clients and for ourselves. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to explain it to you today and how you can do it. Let's get right into it. So, like many great things in life, your best cold email strategy can actually come in twos, right? Having a trusty sidekick by your side to pick up the garbage that your main campaign just can't quite grab can change your results by 10x. This document is to show you how, that's a typo, how to use the 1-2 punch that having two cold email campaigns running at the same time can bring you, okay? And how you can pair them off of each other to test different areas of the market at the same time to optimize results. Now, enough talking, we have a city or your lead flow to save. So, what this actually is, okay, enough with the funny games and stuff, Ryan. So, the entire Batman and Robin cold email strategy revolves around having one major high volume but less specific campaign where you reach as much of your TAM as possible to assess general demand for your product or service. So, think about this, okay? When you think of Batman, what qualities do you imagine, right? Big, powerful, strong, right? These are the same qualities that you want this main campaign of yours to have. So this first campaign, your Batman campaign, is simply assessing general demand for your product or service through wide targeting, right? Quote unquote generic messaging of your offer and insanely high amounts of volume. When you come to the market with a general hypothesis of a problem and your solution to it, it needs testing, right? If you've seen some of my other stuff, you know I'm a big proponent on the speed of testing new angles. Now, like Batman himself, this campaign should not be fancy or have any crazy superpowers to show off. It is brute strength, brute volume, and brute offerings in the most black and white way possible. We're trying to see if anybody has any demand for a product or service first before optimizing and doubling down on fancy triggers and technology filters and all this fancy stuff. So let's go over some examples of what a Batman style script or campaign could look like. But before that, I kind of want to show you a quick visual right here on what this kind of looks like. I know my camera just cut away. So your Batman campaign, right? It's your main campaign. It is your general offer. It is made strictly for product market fit. That's the only thing that you're really trying to define with this. You're trying to assess initial demand. So you're simply just putting your offer in front of people in a pretty generic way at insanely high volume. So you find out pretty quick if people want your stuff. And based off that, your goals is figure out if your shit works and figure it out as fast as possible. That's all you're really trying to do with the Batman campaign of yours, okay? Now, some examples. Here's an example of a Batman campaign that I ran pretty recently. I had a hypothesis in the offering of just demand gen for SaaS companies. So we ran 30,000 emails to them, presenting our offer in a pretty black and white format. Here was the actual copy that I used to generate these results right here. Hey name, noticed you help in marketing and sales for your team. We can help you book 25 plus demos in under 90 days, all on a 100% performance basis like we're doing for other SaaS companies like so-and-so. Can I send you a short document going over the plan I made for you? Talk soon. The other angle. Hey, John, we can book you 20 plus high quality demos in under 90 days, all on a performance basis like we're doing for some of the companies like Boom Boom. Just it's basically the exact same script, okay? And it's dead simple. It is so dead simple, but I sent it to 30, no, not 30,000 people. I think it was like 10,000 people, but still, it's a lot of people, right? But do you see how simple and straightforward these offers kind of are? They're extremely high volume. They are dead simple. There's nothing fancy about them, but they get the message out and they get it back really quick. Now, when I reach out to that many people, I gain a lot of insights, right? I'm seeing what the responses are looking like. When I book sales calls with these people, I'm getting what are the main objections that I'm hearing from people? Oh, I don't like the setup fee that you have. Oh, how do I know if a lead is qualified? All these different things that I'm hearing on sales calls from people and the types of people that are responding. Am I getting on the phone with founders and CEOs? Am I getting on the phone with, marketing roles, sales roles? What parts of the organization are showing the most interest to this? You get all of this information from your big general Batman offer that you then build into your Robin offer, which is what I'll explain in a second. So Let's talk about building off of your Batman offer with your Robin offer. By the way, Dark Knight might be the greatest movie of all time. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, your Robin email campaign. So your Batman campaign is supposed to give you the best signal of your offer and if people in your market want it or not. It's that simple. The problem that most people have with their campaigns is that they don't iterate or make changes on their initial campaign or use the data from it to make more personalized and accurate micro campaigns based on the types of people that were interested in their first one, right? So that's like saying they don't have a sidekick beside them to fight off the side characters to help win the overall battle, which is just to book more meetings or sales calls. That's simple. Okay. So that's the exact point that your Robin campaign should be doing for you. So your Robin campaign is supposed to hinge on the idea that you're sending a much smaller volume, but to a much more personalized and targeted audience with specific data and trigger points from your bigger campaign. Okay. So your main campaign is supposed to give you data points, your Batman campaign, right? So it's my 30,000 email SaaS campaign that I ran. I pulled in all sorts of data about what leads were interested, what roles were they in their company, what type of software did they sell, what copy worked the best for them, what are they telling me that they like to me on our sales calls, right? So when you send massive volume of outbound, like you'll do in your Batman campaign, you'll find out a lot about what works with your audience, what you do. With this, you can then craft super sniper campaigns that fit the majority of what your positive replies are from your bigger campaign into your smaller one, right? So for example, maybe this should say from your first campaign, you compile that your most positive replies come from marketing directors at companies under 40 employees who have tried a lead gen, demand gen agency before, but have gotten bad results. Well, guess what the idea or the main focal point of your Robin campaign is going to be centered around, okay? Your target is going to be marketing directors at US-based SaaS companies under 40 employees. Here's what the copy is going to look like. I wrote this on the fly. Hey, John, saw that you oversee the outbound division for your company, so wanted to reach out. We can help you add 20 plus demos in under 90 days on a 100% performance basis, but we'll also build you company specific sales assets to give to prospects over your outbound. I'm sure you get a lot of these, so to show you we're different, I already made an asset for your team at company name. Mind if I show it to you? So what this does, right, is based on the data you're getting from your bigger campaign, you can have a preconceived judgment on what some of the objections might be. A lot of SaaS companies, they've probably tried some lead gen guys before, right? Maybe if that's what you're hearing from people. So we're already getting that objection out the door right away. But we'll also do this. This is why we're different. I'm sure you get a lot of these. You're pre-addressing the problems or the objections that they're going to have. Now, obviously, this campaign about personas like this will be a lot smaller than your Batman campaign, but it's going to have a lot of data behind it that's been proven to work and why it's going to work. So if we go back over to our visual here, right? So this Robin campaign of yours, it is strictly going to be based off data points from your Batman campaign. It is going to be much less volume, but much more targeted. Now, as you pull data and come to conclusions about your Batman campaign, you can create different Robin campaigns as it's happening, like in real time, right? So, like, as you're running this extremely high volume, 1,500, 2,000 emails a day from your big campaign, you can make, 1, 2, 5, 10 micro campaigns based on things that you're seeing specifically to that target audience, right? So your goals from this is to dig deeper on what you're kind of seeing hints of in your larger campaign. So like we talked about in that Gamma doc, like if I'm seeing marketing directors are really the only ones that are giving me positive replies to my big campaign, well, I'm going to make a Robin campaign that's specifically to those people, right? And you're trying to find diamonds in the rough and extreme product market fit. You're trying to find anomalies that you're kind of getting hints of that might exist in your Batman campaign, and then you're tearing the band-aid off in your Robin campaign here to build super hyper-targeted stuff to it, right? So from the Batman campaign, you are taking things like angles that worked. What kind of leads were interested? What are some common pain points that people are telling me on these sales calls? What are the reasons that they bought from me if you converted people from your Batman campaign to clients? What are their job titles? What are common objections? And you're taking all of this stuff right here and you're putting it right into the Robin campaign right here. It's that simple. It's not a very complicated idea, but I think it works really well to be able to have both. So, in conclusion, run a high volume but somewhat low personalization campaign with no fancy angles that just presents your offer in a pretty basic way. Take all of the insights that's typo that you gathered from that big campaign, from talking to people on sales calls, objections they had, things they liked, and build a much smaller, more personalized campaign on that information and dig way deeper into that ICP, right? So run both campaigns at the same time and continue to reiterate and build smaller micro campaigns on what is working in the larger campaigns. And you've now just saved Gotham City. That's all I got. You can go hear from more Breakout Creatives. We'll book you 20 plus demos in under 90 days on a complete performance basis, and we'll build the sales assets for you to help you actually sell it. If you want more kind of videos and trainings like this, watch this YouTube video right here. That's all I got. Peace, guys.